PayPal is one of the most popular online payment systems in the world. It has nearly 200 million active users who spent $354 billion on the platform in 2016. PayPal is in more than 200 markets, but it faces growing competition from other U.S. companies looking to get into the financial technology market like Apple and Amazon. Dan Schulman is CEO and president of PayPal. Dan, good morning. So great to have you here.
Thank you, Norah. Great to be here.
So, I mean, is the future going to be for all of us where cash is irrelevant? We pay for everything like through a PayPal or something else, or Venmo?
Well, there's been a lot of predictions of the demise of cash, and they've all been wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see cash disappear. But I do think there are a couple of meta trends that are going on right now that certainly augur for the explosion of digital payments of some form. First of all, cash is digitizing. So you're writing less and less checks.
Right.
You're paying it more and more electronically. And really the number one reason why you're moving towards digital payments is the explosion of the smartphone. So you've got a smartphone everywhere now, and for consumers, in many ways, you have all the power of a bank branch in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
And for retailers, that everybody is shopping through the mobile phone, so that's redefining the face of retail. And those two trends are going to create really an explosion of digital payments.
What's interesting to me is the answer to so many questions about what's going on, trends in the world of technology, is the explosion of mobile phones.
Absolutely. It's disrupting one industry after another. And I think, Charlie, in the next 5 years, you're going to see more change in the financial services industry than you've seen in the past 30 as a result. So I'll give you a really important one. It's very important to PayPal. It's very important to me that I think the smartphone is going to enable us to what I call democratize financial services. If you think about it, in the financial services industry, there's a saying that's very true there, which is it's expensive to be poor.
Yeah.
And many of the things that we take for granted around the table, like cashing a check or just paying a bill or sending money to somebody you love, is very time consuming. You can stand in line for 30 minutes, 45 minutes just to cash a check.
Right.
And then it can cost you anywhere between 2% and 5% of that check just to get cash back in your hands.
Think about all the remittances of people working in the United States that send money to families
It's
somewhere
a
else.
huge part of the GDP of many countries, and very expensive. On average, they take 8 to 9% of the total amount because of all the middlemen in that. And so I think technology can cut through that completely, that it should make payments faster, more secure, and importantly, less expensive, because the typical person that's underserved by financial institutions today, and that's 2 billion people in the world, over 70 million in the US, they spend 10% of their disposable income on unnecessary fees and interest. And if we could change that, imagine
it'd be revolutionary.
It'd be revolutionary, and we have the opportunity to
You
do
mentioned
that.
the word secure.
Yep.
We talk every day, every week about hacking. How secure is this infrastructure?
Yeah, well, I think we should all be concerned about cybersecurity. I think it's one of the pressing issues of our day. Think about it. Everything we do is connected today. You know, when you're in an elevator, the dams that hold our water, our power grid, the financial system, it's all software based. And the key to protection right now is not necessarily just building firewalls, which are like these, you know, higher turrets and deeper moats.
Right.
It's basically using data and information to spot behavior that is abnormal. So even if you sign into PayPal with your username and password, that is only one of many, many attributes we look at to define whether it's really you.
So you're confident here.
We are confident, but you never can stand still because the bad guys have a lot of incentive, and the key, again, is having a lot of data. And to Nora's point, we had 350 billion plus come through our network last year, over 6 billion transactions. We look at every piece of that data, and do machine learning around it.
Wow.
To make sure that we can spot fraudulent behavior.
That is a lot of data to be looking at,
Huge amount
and
of
more in
data
the
and
future.
information. Yep.
Dan Schulman
I didn't know
from PayPal.
Venmo was part of PayPal. That's awesome. Everybody loves it. Yeah.
Venmo is a
Especially
great
millennials.
exploding service for millennials. You're exactly right, Charlie.
Dan Schulman, quickly moving Stormfront there. All right, thanks for your time, Dan.
Thank you.